Just listen for now, and if there's any writing that I want you to do, then we'll get to it. Okay. But the first topic we're doing is on probability. Okay. Now, probability is just one of those topics that not a lot of kids like because, okay, there's a lot more involved than just probability. There's more to it than that. Probability, okay, you can involve fractions in there. No one likes fractions. Okay, you can also have algebra in there. Okay, no one likes algebra. I know you all hate it. That's okay. Okay, but there's also ratios in probability. Okay, all of this is involved, and none of you guys like it. But that's okay. All right, because hopefully what you'll get out of this is that all these things actually aren't that bad. Okay, probability isn't a hard topic. Okay, there's just a lot of words and a lot of things that you have to think about. But once you get a gist of all the words and the meanings, it actually isn't a very hard thing to understand. So, does anybody have any idea of what probability could be, or what involves probability, or what are some things in probability that you've learnt about? Go. Chance. Good. That's the big word that I wanted to hear. Outcomes. Lovely. Thank you. What else? Chance. Percentages. Lovely. I love it. Sorry for the writing. Okay, but percentages. Anything else? Okay, that's okay, but that's good. Okay, these are three things that will definitely be covered in this topic. Okay, and if you've already got a good idea of what those things are, then this should be a breeze for you. Okay, all right. So today, what we're going to learn about is this thing called your sample space. Okay, and to determine what that means and what its implications are in probability in general. Okay, so you're going to be determining what is the sample space of an experiment. And in terms of a success criteria, now this is probably not news to you guys. You probably know what learning intentions and success criteria are. You've done a lot of it probably in your previous schools, yeah? But we do it here too. But hopefully by the end of this lesson, 10 minutes we have left, you'll be able to identify what is the chance experiment that they're outlining. You'll also be able to identify all the possible outcomes of a certain event happening, and also be able to identify the possible outcomes of multiple events happening. Okay, so those are three things that I'd hopefully be able for you guys to explain to me. Okay, so let's put in a starter activity here. So probability, okay, for the basic meaning of it is the likelihood that something is going to happen. Like for example, what is the probability that Mr. Torio is going to eat KFC tonight? Tell me from my smile. What do you think it's going to be? Very likely, right? It's probably not because my wife will be like, no, you're too fat. Can't. Right? That's fine. That's what happens when you're married, right? You tell the truth. But probability is the likelihood of something happening, okay? A probability, so this is something hopefully that you guys will remember back in your previous years. We're going to indicate probabilities between 0 and 1. Now you might be thinking, why between 0 and 1? Okay, because in probability, 0 means, what does 0 mean actually? Anyone know? Nothing. No chance. So basically, if I go home and I'm like to my wife, hey, can I have KFC? She's like, no. So it's going to be 0. Okay, but if I don't go home first and buy KFC, then obviously it's definite. Okay, so 0 is representing basically 0 chance, no chance at all. 1 represents definitely happening. Okay, it's a certain basically. Okay, think about some events in your daily life. Okay, some events are certain to happen. Okay, there's certain things that could happen. For example, I am certain that everybody here woke up today. Right, well, you're all here and present. Okay, also I'm certain that everybody here has at least one shoe on. Yeah, okay. Pretty certain, okay? Okay, so some events are definite, but then some can be in between. Like maybe there's an even chance I think you guys are going to be at CS Square. Okay? Probably, maybe. Well, then if that's the case, then there's a likely chance that I might see some of you there. Because I could be there, okay? Because I'm going to be going there too. All right, so some things are possible. There's a scale in which some things can happen and can't happen. Like maybe you could say it's very unlikely that tomorrow will be the end of the world, but it could happen. Okay, or it could be very likely that tomorrow you will be a millionaire. Maybe your parents want some money. Okay, so generally you can see that things will fall somewhere in this scale. Now you can see as well on this scale are the numbers that we use to represent a probability. Remember, it's between 0 and 1. 0 being definitely not happening, 1 being, oh, it's going to happen, definitely going to happen. Okay, and you can have different numbers falling in between. 0.5, okay, means it's a 50-50 chance of happening, right? Maybe, what do you guys think this number might be here? Okay, so if that's 0.5, this could be what, 0.4, this would be 0.3, what would this be? 0.2, okay? So you can split up your scale in that way as well. Obviously, the higher the number, the more likely it's going to happen. So this we're going to refer to a lot, this probability scale. All right, let's keep going. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at each of these statements and we're going to try and fit them all in this scale here. Okay, so we've got, I don't know if that's actually in your booklet. No, it's not. Okay, that's okay. I don't think we'll do any writing today. We've only got 5 minutes left. Okay, so let's just determine some of this. Let's look at A. No writing today. It's all right, just don't put your stuff away yet. Let's just discuss it. Let's put this on our probability scale down here. Oh, there are answers there already. Okay, let's put it on the probability scale here. Okay, first one, I'm going to ask you guys, and let's see if I can remember your names. Yeah, Francis, on your way to your home today, what is the chance that you'll see a dinosaur?
0.
0? Are you going to say 0? So where are we putting it on our scale? 0 here? Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
You don't own any dinosaurs or anything? Alright. Alright, cool. Alright.
Yeah, I do have a dinosaur.
It does say live dinosaurs, so I don't know if they exist still. What are the other names we learnt about? I'm going to just call some names out. Let's go with Joe Nathan. Who's Jonathan?
Joe Nathan.
Sorry, is there Jonathan?
Joe Nathan?
Jonathan, alright, number 2. What is the chance that a solid rock dropped in the water will sink? A solid rock. So if you think about a rock being thrown in the water, what's the chance that it will sink? Certain? So 100%. So over here on the 1. Cool, thank you, Jonathan. Let's see. Amira. Tell me about C. Who's Amira? Put your hand up, Amira. Where are you at? Amira, tell me. A round disc with one side red and the other side yellow will land on yellow when flipped. What's the chance of that happening? Have a think. It's a round disc, so it's a disc. One side's red, one side's yellow. What's the chance of it being yellow? You reckon likely? Have a think. It's an even chance, so what would it be? 50-50, right? Which would be right here.
50-50.
Thank you very much. 50-50 indeed. All right. Thank you. Next one, let's go with Jordan. Jordan. Which one's Jordan?
Oh, yeah, Jordan.
Jordan. All right, Jordan. Here we go. A spinner with 4 equal parts, numbered 1 to 4, will land on the number 4 in the next spin. What's the chance of it getting a 4?
25%.
25%. All right. So where would you say that might be here?
In between 0. Yeah, like
Somewhere here?
0.3. Yeah.
Good. Okay. So it's between.
Let's go, Jordan.
Okay. Well, now what would you say that would be as a descriptor? Okay, is it very likely or unlikely? Or somewhere it's a bit closer to unlikely, isn't it? So would you say it's more unlikely? Yeah?
Unlikely.
You could say it's unlikely on the dot, but it is not quite there yet, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, let's go with Olivia. Olivia, who are you? It's all this side. Sorry, guys. Olivia. E, here we go. Your name will be drawn when a full name is selected randomly from a bag containing the full names of all the students in this class. So I think there's about 23 kids in this class. You have a 1 in 23 chance of it. Where do you think it would fall here? 1 in 23.
Very unlikely.
Very unlikely? Well, let's have a look. Let's go 1 over 23. And what do we get? 0.04? Yeah, that's probably about here. It's nearly impossible. Okay, so thank you very much. Oops, that's A. So this was E. All right, let's go with somebody here because is Jade here?
Yeah.
All right, Jade. There you go. All right, let's look at F. A red cube will be drawn when a cube is selected from a bag that has 5 cubes and 5 red cubes. 5 blue cubes and 5 red cubes. Sorry. So F, where do you think that would fall? So if you've got a bag of cubes, 5 are red, 5 are blue, what's your chance of getting a red cube? 50% chance? Yeah, I would say that that's the case. So that would be about here.
Who did you ask?
Jade.
Okay, Jade.
All right, last one. Oh yeah, give her a clap. Sorry.
Me.
Francis already asked you. You have no dinosaurs. All right.
Have like dinosaurs.
How do you know that?
Who haven't I asked yet? Let's go with you. You're right in front of me. So,
Okay, so
what was your name? Sorry. Elizabeth. What is the chance that tomorrow will be 250 degrees? Impossible. Negative. Oh, sorry, negative. Negative. So impossible. Oh, true. Let's check that out. What is Celsius to Fahrenheit? Well, I'm gonna assume it's 250. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. So if it's Celsius, yeah, not gonna work. But if it's negative 250, yeah, okay. Obviously, it's gonna be impossible. So lovely. All right. So G is gonna be impossible. Okay. Before you guys go, don't leave just yet.